Alrighty, good evening ladies and gentlemen, this is HyuN Muppet. Once again, welcome back to Daily Masters Cast, and once again, I got home at like 3:30 and I haven't got around to casting a game until 8 o'clock, so I'm really bad at planning, but there's just so many fun things to do. I mean, playing WoW, going shopping for groceries, I've started learning the keyboard on Rock Band 3, I've got a professional electronic keyboard, managed to get that plugged in through a MIDI adapter, and that's all sorts of fun. But yeah, so hopefully I'm not too yawny in this episode. I don't think I will be, and this is an extremely long game, so should be fine. But yeah, man, just as soon as you get home from work, trying to get the right thing done first is a little bit harder than you would sometimes think. So yeah, a bit unfortunate there, but oh, look at this stuff, man. Oz is going for his own expansion very fast. He's going for a Nexus before Gateway, and this guy getting chased away, and HyuN doing a pretty good job at actually stopping that from being blocked. It did take a while. Oh, and kills the probe with a very nice intercept there, so very nice. Oz going for a very fast macro build, and look at this, it's at the 3-minute mark, and I'm actually commentating the game already. Usually it takes me until like 6-7 minutes before I start saying anything that's actually game focused, but there you go. Things happen sometimes. Anyway, let's introduce the players, since I obviously forgot to do that. Oz up the top right side of the map. He is 25 years of age, from South Korea, plays for Planet Key Dynamics, which is, yes, pretty awesome. And of course, down the bottom left side, it is Mr. HyuN, the one and only. He is from South Korea, 26 years of age, plays for Team Rocat and is sponsored by Rocat. And so yeah, he's like, they love him, like absolutely love him to bits, man. So very nice. This is actually from the grand final of the Premier League of WCS America, I believe. So yeah, these guys going at it over in America, and yeah, see exactly how they do. I'm not actually sure, do you need to physically be in America to actually participate in WCS America, or can you just sort of say, you know what, this season I'm gonna pretend to be an American, even though I'm technically living in South Korea. I'm gonna pretend to be an American, something like that. I don't know. I would think they'd have to live in America, or at least, you know, that to be their residence at the time they're playing, for them to be part of it, because otherwise you get all sorts of South Korean players are like, you know what, South Korean Premier League kind of looks a little bit hard this year. American League, at least a little bit easier. Maybe I'll go over and win some games over there instead. I'm not saying the Americans are all chumps, because they're not. I mean, HyuN, definitely one of the best, although he is from South Korea, so there are some very good American players, but I mean, South Korea, they kind of got a monopoly on the whole, on the vast majority of pro players. They're just all coming out of the same country, man. It's I don't know what the deal is. Maybe they're biologically, genetically engineering all these people to be good at Starcraft, and as soon as all of the wars become completely digitized, so that you actually control real troops and real robots from a interface like this, South Korea, man, it's got to pair up with Japan. Japan provides the robots. South Korea provides the drivers, the tacticians to control the battle. They are just going to own the living crap out of everybody else in the entire world, man. I mean, it's just going to happen. I mean, China, they're going to have like 1,000,000 times more robots than Japan, but Japan's just going to be like, you know what, we got South Korea controlling our robots. You guys don't stand a chance. And there it is. It's going to be just blown to all hell. So there we go. I actually don't know who South Korea is more friendly with, Japan or China. Maybe they're all I know that Japan and China aren't friendly, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Bunch of lings coming in. Ling speed not out yet, so you're not able to fully capitalize on having these lings out nice and early, but he's able to do something. Scouting the third base, which is always important. Seeing that there's no base down here, which would have been very scary. But HyuN knows that now is an excellent time to get a fourth base. He needs to keep pushing up his economy. He's in the lead, but Oz on 3 bases will be able to push a fairly decent amount of workers out and very quickly get to that 50-60 worker mark with 3 bases. So Yeah, HyuN, there he goes. 4th base coming down over here. So he's going to stay in the lead. And with this very, very aggressive macro build from Oz, he may even think about pushing it all the way to the 80 mark for workers. Usually if you've got a lot of army and you're sort of fighting a lot with somebody, you don't generally want to push up to 80 because it kind of screws you in terms of how many units you can have. But considering how much macro Oz is doing, I mean, I think HyuN could be very, very safe to be able to be going up that high to that many workers. And it looks like that's definitely what his plan is going to be right now. He's 68 with 5 more. So yeah, he's looking very, very nice. 74 over 53 right now. Got the 4 bases, so he's going to be able to mine quite effectively. And Ling Speed on the way. Hydralist on the way, so it looks like it's going to be Ling Hydra with some other cool stuff coming out later. Who knows what it could be, but for now it is going to be pretty awesome. We do have Colossus coming out, Templar Archives. So Colossus, a great, great option to throw against HyuN. It always takes a bit of lag for the Zerg player to realize, oh, there's actually Colossus coming out. I should probably think about getting some Corruptors, because that's really the only good unit you can throw at a Colossus. I mean, Mutas, nah, it's a little bit dicey, but Corruptors, very, very nice. The Protoss player actually has to get something to seriously counter them, whereas Mutas, they can get owned by a whole lot of early game units. I mean, Sentries, Stalkers, they can do pretty decent damage versus Mutas. Here we go, it's nice. Oh, nice getting warped out of there. So he has seen the 4th base, actually, which is pretty nice. If we have a look at... yeah, he does know about all 4 bases, so Oz quite aware that HyuN is not slacking off on the macro department. Looks like he's finished off at 67. He's relatively happy. HyuN over at 85. No, he's continuing to build workers, so that's a good idea as well. The Ling's coming across. We do have a whole bunch of Roaches. No Hydras yet. He did build the Hydralist Den, but has not built any Hydras. Going for the Infestation Pit. We saw that before. And he's just getting all of his tech out. Going for Hive Tech now as well. I wonder if he just wants to go for Ultras right here. It'll be an interesting play because Ultras, of course, very, very good at not getting owned by Colossus, man. Colossus, not the best. Here we hallucinate Phoenix, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So they're getting a scout off, they're seeing all the buildings, they're seeing the Hive coming out. Hydras are starting to come out, so maybe he's getting a little bit worried about the hallucinated Phoenix, but Roach Hydra, still a fair sort of play here. But man, does HyuN know about the Colossus? Where is this damn building over here? He does know about it. He saw it when it was building, so I assume he knows about it. So my question is, where are the anti-Colossus units? I mean, either you need like something serious like Corruptors, or you need a crap ton more units. You can take them down with Hydras if you have way more than the other player, if you just completely overwhelm them. And I'm not sure if HyuN is there right yet. I mean, he's 93 over 65, which is nice, but a lot of that is Roaches. And Roaches, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. I think he needs to get some higher tech units. He's got some Vipers. That's a good option. That's a very, very good option to deal with the Colossus. So Mass Roach Hydra, Viper support. HyuN is suddenly in a very, very good position. I forgot about Vipers for a sec. I thought, oh, it's got to be Corruptors, but no, Vipers, excellent, excellent idea as well. So HyuN in a pretty good position for this game. Needs to get the Vipers with his main army though. I don't know where those guys are, but they need to get over there. Couple of Zealots coming in. HyuN with the Spine Crawlers at the easiest base for Oz to get to. So very, very nice anticipation of what Oz was going to do. He's got one Spine Crawl over here, maybe a couple more, but he's building a base over there, so that side's covered by the 5th base anyway. It's the 5th base that's going to have to watch out for that sort of stuff. Here we go. I keep forgetting what zoom level I'm at, but these guys doing a pretty good job. Zealot's coming over, sees a Roach, sees a crap ton more Roaches and Hydras, and the Vipers are still not hooking up with this army. This could be quite bad. Actually getting a very, very nice force field off there. There's observers, not overseers, coming in. Where are the Vipers? He's not ready to engage the Colossus right yet. He needs to get those Vipers out on the field. Where are the damn Vipers? Where are the damn... I'm clicking on this as hard as I can. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. So, dodging out a little bit, and now I can start to think about it. There we go. These guys coming in. feedback. Oh, was it feedback? Yeah. I can't remember actually, but that was absolutely insane. Whatever spell the High Templar has to knock out the energy, it's confusing because those guys didn't lose any health, but they lost all of their energy, and I thought feedback sucks out their health as well. So maybe that's another spell. Maybe I'm getting confused with another spell. No, I'm pretty sure feedback does destroy their health. So yeah, it's just those guys didn't take much damage. I don't know how that worked. Definitely the High Templar sucked out the energy from them. But here we go. The Viper's starting to go to work, but just not having it. Just not getting close enough. The force fields here doing a great job, and Oz is basically just shepherding HyuN's army exactly where he wants it to go. The Vipers have failed so far. They pulled those two in, but they just walked straight back out. He didn't have the Hydras to really knock the spit out of them that fast, and the force fields are making it very, very hard for HyuN to do something. And here, he's in a horrible position right there. He's got the burrow to get back out. That is a horrible position to attack from regardless. He's getting down a bit of workers. He's lost a base. He is in a horrible, horrible position right now. He's got a ton of units, but they're all the wrong ones he needs. He's got 2 Vipers still, and if he pulls these Colossus out right in the middle and manages to snipe them, maybe, but I don't know. He's going to take so much damage here, and I don't like what's going to happen here. I mean, the Colossus are keeping their distance as far as they can, so he's going to need a double yank to really get him in the midst of the roaches, and that means the Vipers have to get close enough, which means possibly that the Stalkers will just absolutely annihilate them when they get too close. So here he goes, trying to make a nice little concave here, but of course Colossus are just expert at just knocking concaves apart. And there we go, HyuN basically just with no way of destroying this army. He's getting some ultras, but I think it's just too late at this point. We got the 3 weapons upgrade, which is so potent when you have mass stalkers. Mass stalkers and fast level 3 weapons is such a potent combination. It is so insane. He's actually attacking in here, trying to force Oz to pull some of his forces back. And Oz is pulling some away. He's got 1 Colossus and a whole bunch of Stalkers, which can do a fairly decent job here, although the Viper is going to get in here, try and pull this maybe. I don't. It's kind of all over anyway. I mean, HyuN is not going to recover from losing this many buildings. I don't possibly see how he can. There we go. There's the GG. Oz coming in. And there we go. Beautiful stuff. I mean, the Colossus was a very, very nice touch there. And Colossus doing a great job and really getting the feedback out on those Vipers. I still think it was a feedback that happened. It definitely looked like a feedback. I'm not going to go back and watch, but it definitely looked like a feedback. And the Vipers, I don't know why they didn't lose health. Maybe they didn't have that much energy, but let's see. Do we have any High Templars on the field? We got 1. Where's this bloke? He's over here. Feedback. Deals 1 damage per point of energy. So, yeah. I don't know. Look, the game's over, so let's go back and watch it anyway, because why the hell not? We might learn something, and most of you guys will probably stop watching at this point, so yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so, ultra slow. Oh, this isn't it yet. Where are the Vipers? So 150, 199. Okay. What the hell? I am so confused at the moment, because that was definitely a feedback right there. That looked definitely like a feedback. I'll just go back and watch it again. I actually want to see the High Templar's energy go down. But man, that looked like a feedback right there. That was so a feedback. I mean, I just don't understand how they did not lose health in that engagement. I really, really don't. It's completely baffling me. Alright, so pause. P for pause. What do we got? High Templars. Okay. So we'll keep an eye on the High Templars. Alright, this is going to be a bit tricky, but we got 123, 98, feedback costs 50. Yep, feedback. They all use their feedback and some storms as well. So They definitely did use it. These guys, I don't understand. I absolutely do not understand how feedback did not absolutely own these guys. Maybe. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we got to watch it again. If you guys still paying attention. I have a little bit of a theory. I think the Vipers used something else before they got feedbacked. Just, I'm not sure exactly, but I think they may have. Let's have a look. They got the Abduct, they've also got Blinding Cloud and Consume. So Blinding Cloud, maybe they used that. Let's see. Yes, Blinding Clouds. He used Blinding Clouds all over the place. And they were both just managed to get to 200 energy. He put Blinding Clouds all over the place, sucked his energy down to 0, then the High Templars hit him with the feedback, and he didn't take any health loss. So that was actually split-second thinking there by Mr. HyuN, but he managed to save his Vipers. He knew he was never going to get in range to get the yank on them with the High Templars all over the place, so he put Blinding Cloud down ASAP. Blinding Cloud, actually, you know, it did sort of, kind of, yeah, it tried to work, but it didn't really. And so yeah, maybe he was putting that down not just to save his Vipers from being destroyed, but to actually use Blinding Cloud. But it didn't really make a difference all that much. It didn't. So anyway, there we go. That has been this game. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that.